I gotta mute this real quick. Alright, I had to fix that because for some reason it went directly to playing something live and I had to look around for where we were going. Alright, so career part 4. I know of 4 flights we're gonna do and whatever certs I unlock. We gonna do, I need to 4 flights, so we're gonna do 3 with fixed wing because we need landing ratings with smoothness and stuff. We'll see if we can unlock a specialization. So we're gonna do a first flight, a ferry flight, and a flight scene flight. And then, we'll do 1, rotorcraft flight. And I never wait for people to come in. I just automatically get going. I didn't even tell Discord I was going on, so let me take care of that while we are warming up here. Okay. I'm gonna pause this mic. Hold on a minute, people. Alright, so Discord has been notified. And and I'm trying to make sure you guys can't hear what I have going on in the background, but I got another streamer I'm watching. Alright. So, I'm gonna come over here. Okay. And I want to filter we want first flights only. There we go. And now, when I pull this up, it will only give us the first flight missions. And I will do the most lucrative one we find. So let's see, that's 1190. 1190. And I'm speeding through this. 1190. So, is the highest. Let's just check the ones that are outside our bubble here. That's a 1050. That's a 9. I'm gonna check the outside edge, because that will be what gets us this bubble expanded. what is this one right here? It's kind of on the edge. Here's one on the edge. That's 9. Here's an 1190. I don't know if we'll expand our unfog our map, but we'll do this one. Flying familiar faces from local club over Lovejoy. We're taking off from, and so we're departing. Our departure and destination are 4 Golf Echo 2. And we're using the Cessna C400 Covera TT. I'm not the best at this. I thought First Flights would have stuck us in the 172. I don't know, but I think this might give us the credits to do tail draggers or after this. Like I said, what I'm gonna do, the plan is to do these flights, hopefully get some landing smoothness and get certs with specializations. If that happens, it happens. If not, just keep doing what we're doing. I think this is the plane that unlocked when I did that multi-engine cert. Not sure. I'm kind of wearing, I'm not wearing my headset with both ears covered, so I can hear what's going on around me, and I got my left ear and mic. So, yeah, this is the, what do we do, the turboprops, or did I do multi? Anyway, we're high performance engines. Anyway, we got a speedy plane here, and remove the chocks. Was that all? Remove port cover. Where is the port cover on this one? I forget. Port cover. I think it's on the tail. Well, here's the pitot cover. Not the port cover. Remove the pitot cover. Oh. Come on. I did my first group flight with online earlier today. But I don't think... Yeah, that's not on in multiplayer, obviously, and we still don't have... I don't know if we'll hear any comm traffic. Alright, let's get in the plane. And move this down. Make it easier to read for me. Alright, and I want... That's flaps. Okay, we want... I'm not sure. Oh, hello there, car. We're gonna load our passengers. So I don't know how long we'll be on today. The last time we were on, I ended up on for 4 hours. Yeah. Get that. Okay, and I need to get down here this way is the easiest way to get these on right now. We want strobe. Guess I need to do that. Nav on and taxi on. Alright, let's see. Pull up EFB. Go here. There we go. Okay, so I believe this is all put in correctly. It should be. I'm not gonna change anything. But we will send it to ATC and that. I'm just gonna trust that that on career mode it's pretty much set correctly, but look at this, you guys. Look at this. That's crazy. I think part of this is the teardrop loop to come back in. I think, I don't know, but maybe we're coming out, making a left turn, coming back over the airfield. Alright, while I have the cursor up, let's hit this. Okay. Let's get our taxi going, which isn't really going anywhere. Okay. Now, on 2020 the other day, you guys did not hear any ATC traffic. Or calls from ATC, and I think that's because I had stuff set to the headset instead of default. I hope we're not having this problem in here, or else you guys won't hear, you might hear the passengers, but you won't hear ATC, if that's the case again today. And we're doing a short taxi. Almost no sense in turning on the taxi lights, but you do what you're supposed to. Right? So now landing lights on, taxi lights off. Now, I have not learned where the packs are for manually doing this, but this is usually a hand flight anyway. Alright. Alright, so we got a taxi to the end of this runway. And we'll turn around because I think I'm gonna need all of this runway. I hope we don't need it, but in this instance, I'd rather take it. And I'm not gently, but I'm periodically hitting these brakes. So, because I'm having trouble reading my taxi speed indicator, and I don't want us going over 20. And if I decrease throttle anymore, we might be too slow. I have noticed turning in most aircrafts seems to be a little on the spot now, unlike it used to be. I am loving 24 now that it is working better for me. Alright, let's go flaps 10. I don't have a co-pilot to tell me when I'm at V speed. I don't know where it is on here. Oh, I do see it. Okay, I do see it. Maybe with my limited vision here, maybe we can try doing this from inside. Well, it took off by itself. Okay. Almost hit those trees. And let's thin that out a bit. We don't need to run in the red. Flaps up. Said I think I'm probably gonna... Well, now we'll do the AI just because I don't know where we have to turn. Like I said, it was a crazy pattern from what it looked like. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you know this is how I do stuff. I don't care what we're doing, I'm always gonna do this. However... Okay, there we go. I was like, when are we gonna turn? So what are these up here? Okay, those were the battery and everything. I probably could have started this from scratch, but I didn't. Cabin light, intensity. Did I forget to pull something? Nope, okay. Alright. So, where are we heading to again? Lovejoy. And yeah, there was no way I was gonna want to hand fly this, with it being 12 nautical miles away. So, I think after this, we'll have the points to do the tail dragger. I could just sit here and keep doing missions till I get that 25,000, get that company, sell it, and then just go do certifications that I want. I will do that, but I'm gonna get certs that I have the money for, so once we have the company, we're just gonna be sitting on a little extra money that we will need for the heavier stuff anyway. Because I don't think there is, as far as I know, there's not a medical evac with the rotorcraft where you take off from a helipad and unlike the plane medevac. I think it's all like, you gotta land in a certain area, use the hoist and all that, and I'm not doing that with rotorcraft. Especially with the H125. The turbo engine, yeah, great for having more speed. We'll end up with IFR rotorcraft flights, but it is a pain in the ass for me to land those things. Just like doing the Robin 66, I don't know if the controls are busted last time. I haven't tried to fly the 66
You must feel like the king of the world.
since SU2. We might have to check that out because that's the only other helicopter, or rotorcraft, helicopter, whatever you want. That's the only other one I have access to do missions. So we got the 66, we have the Cavalry G2, and the Airbus H125. But if I'll look for a 66 and test it. If it doesn't work, then we'll just go back to doing the other two that I know work. It's hard to know whether I'm getting picked up by the mic with the headset the way I'm wearing it right now. I doubt I'm getting a smooth landing on this flight, but I don't, I might surprise myself and you guys. But yeah, I don't know how long we'll be today. After this flight, we should have over 2,500, which we'll get the tail dragger cert out of the way. I'm not very good at tail dragger missions with the tail dragger. I'm pretty confident with the X Cub though, but that's not usually used in many flights. And free flight and first flight or flight seeing. But I might not get the specializations, but I'll unlock the planes because I know they can be used in other missions. The scoop cert I don't need to go for it because it's not gonna unlock any planes that I can use in other specializations that I'm aware of. Looks like we're doing another turn.
We're going so fast that it's hard to admire the scenery. I expected a lower,
Oh.
more detailed view of the landscape. We're
Um,
flying so high that everything looks like tiny dots of marble.
I've screwed this up, haven't I? Alright, my aircraft. Maybe I can redeem this. But I doubt it. I didn't realize we already flew past our flight C.
We're going too fast. I expected
Yes,
flying to be more
yes,
like
yes, yes,
meditation.
yes. Alright.
We're going too fast. I expected flying to be more like meditation. Any chance of getting a wider view here?
I'm working on that. I know we're going too fast. Alright, let's redeem ourselves now, huh?
Any chance of getting a wider view here?
Ooh, I thought maybe that would have scared him. Alright, like I said, let's redeem ourselves here. Trying to. I'm more concerned, actually, with making sure we get a smooth landing. But I think it said above a B and smooth landing. think he will be at least moderately satisfied. Okay. Now we can... I don't know, we hit 11 really quick then. We got that 11 miles really quick. Alright, now we're heading back to Gordon E. Bella Internet. That's an international airport, huh? Okay. Alright.
There's so much chatter on the radio, and the ACC language is really impressive. I had no idea so many locals were into aviation. It's quite a revelation.
I didn't even do the ATC or anything. Let's do it now. I was so busy trying to stay in the cabin, I forgot to do this stuff. Okay, good. I answered.
Hey James, you've been kind of quiet. You okay? Just enjoying the moment. Flying over our old place. Totally. You took the words right out of my mouth.
And now, I'm hitting left on the D-pad, it's not working, so I have to... There we go. And we'll hit that. Okay. I'm cutting the engine.
A lot of emotions right now. All I know is I'm eager to fly again soon. What a name you rock. Love it.
I think we're gonna need this whole pattern. Okay, we can go flaps 1. Give myself a little bit of throttle. Ooh, stay within flat speed. Let's kill the engine again. And go flaps 2. Or whatever. Let's make sure we don't stall. And I should be able to cut. Alright, alright. Let's thread this needle here of these trees. Alright. Cut the engine.
Ow! That gave me some serious chills.
Nice. We're gonna get to stop at the hold short. Let's go get flaps up now. I don't know how smooth that landing was, but we didn't land too long. And I slowed down in time to taxi without skipping any points. So we Alright. I think we redeemed. I was able to redeem the flight seeing. And I got us down. I said we didn't get any dinged on any points for flaps or anything that I know of. Yeah, now you move right in the way. Well, I'm just gonna go right through you. Alright. Flap. Turn that on. And shut down. Alright. How well did we get done here? Wow. Well, I got that landing smoothness I said I needed. There we go. If I unlock a specialization that I want missions for, we will be doing that today too. But we are now gonna get my tail drag cert. Because you can use some tail draggers for first flight and flight seeing. And ferry flight, so. What? It didn't move, it barely moved. Okay, let's see here. I'm not unlocking skydiving. It's not just not my thing. Score is seer buff, so we got that, and we got 51% landing smoothness there. Okay. I'm not gonna do aerial advertising. And like I said, it's search and rescue, cargo transport. You have to have hook endorsement. Okay, never mind. So agricultural aerial. So yeah, we're not doing medical. Any med evacs apparently with the helicopter. Okay. So we have 5,000 credits. Tail dragger is 5,000. Multi-engines 15. Turboprop 20. This is 7. I don't know why night rating is cheaper than our IFR, but alright, like I said, we'll unlock some other stuff here to 5,000. What? Oh, we don't have the credits. Okay. We don't have the credits. We will after the next mission, probably. Alright. Did we unlock our bubble at all? Now, see, now it gave us all our missions again, so... yeah, we unlocked that. Let's go up here. And we will do... I want just ferry flights here. Okay. We're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna look. That will combine the circles. That goes that way. Let's just see. Let's just see what the highest one here is. 28, 34, 36, 39, 30. Let's see. 39, 30 was the highest. Nope. There's a 4,500. There's a 510. Okay. 5410. Alright. We will do this, and it is a Cessna CR-22T, and we're going from Hilbert needs her aircraft moved to Nordhorn, and it's from Echo Delta Kilo Alpha to Echo Delta Whiskey November. And that is a distance of... well, I don't know what the distance... it doesn't tell you the flight distance. But it's a 45-minute flight. And a medium VFR. Ooh. I don't know if this was gonna expand our range of anti-fog or not, because I was not about to try to just pick one. There was quite a few 1190s in first flight, and it was the only mission. There was nothing higher than that, so I just had to look around on the outskirts for an 1190. But here, there was only one mission with this, and this alone will cover our tail drag. Or something else if I have enough. This will be 8,000 credits, made close to 8,000, or more. So we won't have the IFR, and I don't necessarily need that just yet. I mean, you can potentially get more points for bad weather and stuff. But I have yet been able to do real time and get the proper um and proper flights done at night. For a minute there, I thought it was loading us in the snow. Because it's like everybody says it's really bleached out and white. More white than it needs to be, probably. Alright, so let's remove our covers. Which I wish we could skip in here sometimes. Oh, you're gonna be a pain in my butt. Okay. I'm not removing that just yet. Or is the chocks... There we go. And now... Why is that cemented to the ground like this? Okay. Let's get around the wing here. I don't know why I do this, but I do. Get us in. Okay. Can we open this door? For when we load passengers? What did I forget? What did I forget? Oh, port cover. Oh my god. Is it... It's not here. Pitot cover. I thought that's what I had removed. Pitot cover. Are you over here? Pitot cover. Oh. I thought I removed the pitot cover. Remove pitot cover. Ah, here it is. I'm like, where the hell is it? There it is. Now we can get back in the plane. Let's... Oh, we're doing ferry flight. I'm opening the door. And we don't need to, we're just transporting. Okay. Close the door. Okay, okay, it's either left or right. Let's, start her up. Okay, here's... Okay, we need nav lights on, strobe on, ice lights we don't need, pitot heat we don't need, at least I don't think I need de-ice stuff, standby pump, windshield de-ice, okay, well I don't see taxi lights, so, where's shield clearness stuff? Where's the lights? Because these screens are quite dark. Is this glare shield? No, no. Where? Where is our lighting? lighting. Oxygen, we shouldn't need that on. That's our flaps. That's heading. That's heating and air. That's comms. Huh. I can't see my screens. Alright. Whatever. Okay. Let's get blinded by the light here. Sometimes I don't know if it's cement or snow. That's why I thought at first there was snow on the ground. This plane is a rolling with no throttle. But yeah, look at this. Doesn't it look like it's snow on the ground? I can't tell whether it is or isn't. I normally, if I was not on streaming right now, I would have skipped this taxi. But not that I want to make these any longer than I won't really need to, but might as well show the whole thing if I can. Wear out my brakes here. Because I don't want us going over 20. I'd rather not get dinged for speeding if I can help it while we're on taxiways here. Where's this hold short? I think I was supposed to turn over there and come to here. Okay. Well, we didn't get dinged for not following the taxi path. Yeah, I could have turned instead of going all the way that way. I still have to taxi back that way and turn around. This is what they need to fix. Here is we shouldn't have to back taxi. But alright, let's I'm gonna get dinged here, aren't I? But oh, that was full rudder just to turn. All right. See, they made it do this way. I don't get it. I don't understand why they didn't have us taxi to the end down there to take off. Like I said, they need to work on our taxiings for our missions so they make more logical sense. And this is how the ATC gave us our taxi directions, so or maybe is there no taxiway down here to get onto the runway? That's it. There's no. Yeah, there is a taxiway. See, we could have came. We could have held short over there and turned on to this runway and took off. We wouldn't have had to back taxi. Alright, turn. Full left rudder. Alright, now. Alright, flaps 10. Full power. Whoa, wait a minute. Where are we going? One over here. Okay. Yeah, that was snow. I'm trying not to sink. This is quite a flight. And I don't know if I can operate what I need to. Okay. Direct to. I'm trying not to crash, but I'm also not looking. Alright, you know what? Just don't overspeed or use the engines, please. Alright, now that's on that. Flight plan. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on a minute, folks. I had a crash earlier today, too. And I don't know if it's because I have multiplayer on. If it is because of that, that's weird. Again, I don't know. I mean, it's nothing new. I've had plenty of these, you know, we've had plenty of crashes that were not airplane related. Or aircraft related, so. That mission is probably not going to be available again, so we'll have to look again. I probably was not gonna land that and get to the plus 50% landing rating. I'm glad it was just the game crash. For a second there, everything went black. I thought, uh-oh, power surge. And then I noticed the really colorful circle screen you guys see when there's no game feed. Oh. Yeah, so we'll have to look at ferry flights again, because I doubt that 54 something will be available. So, or we can go do that ferry flight. I said 4 flights, right? 1, 2, oh yeah, rotorcraft, first flight, seeing, ferry flight, any certs or specializations that we might need to unlock. I don't know if we can unlock cargo today. Even if I did manage to get 50% or more smoothness than all these other 3 flights. Let's go to specializations. Double check here. What do I need for cargo again? I would only be getting maybe 3 more of those. And if it's above a C, so we'd unlock that. If anything, skydiving will unlock. But I don't really care to do those missions. So, alright. Let's focus in down here. And specialization, flight seeing. Okay. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot. But what do we have? 1810, 1860, 1990, 2030. Okay, so we have 2 that are 2030. Let's see now. Is that outside? That's quite inside the bubble. And that's quite inside the bubble. So, which one should we do? That's the Cessna. And that is the Robin Draco. Let's go with the one I am more comfortable with and try to get that smoothness rating. Alright. No more crashes. Come on now. Alright. I was watching another stream and I think I wasted some of my channel points. A little too many of them on predicting someone's landing, and I don't know what the landing was, but I probably shouldn't have sacrificed any points. I should have just did a prediction. Why does it look like the plane is bigger than I am? A lot bigger. Alright. Where are you? There you are. Okay. That's all. And we want... Okay, lights are on. Garmin is on. Get this down to where we can see it. So if I did boarding, it would disappear, and then I can't move it till it's done boarding. Alright, now let's board our passengers. So I don't know if we're expanding our, I don't know if we'll be expanding the fog lift radius on this flight. And we probably will eventually unlock or unfog all of the world, but you could have set up here, but okay. Well, you gotta love these airports here. Okay.
Hi.
Alright.
Thanks for taking me aboard. I'm Anya.
Must have been on a hill, because this Cessna is rolling without any throttle. Okay. Just fine, as long as we don't pick up too much speed. Looks like there's a glider sitting here. Alright. Okay. Now we want... Well. Okay. Flaps 10.
As you know, I'm really anxious about this flight, Captain.
Alright, now we got roll speed. Yeah, I don't get dinged points, at least I have not seen it, for not doing this, but I'm not sure how much runway we had off to the right. So... I don't know if this is a taxiway slash runway. I mean, usually runway you don't have to, you can go above the taxi speed, but it also makes turning around a lot harder, which the Cessna does pretty well. So we could have taxied over here and held short and then just got on the runway. Alright, flaps are at 10. Yeah, we wouldn't have had enough runway. Flaps up. AI. Oh, AI is going to extend the flaps. I thought we were 300 above ground. Oh, man, does this look not so, fun. Alright. I'll be ready to take control. I think we're okay. I say that, and then I hear her say that. So, my aircraft.
I'm feeling better now. I'm almost enjoying the ride.
Oh man, that was smooth, I would say. I'd say that. Alright. Now that we handled that, let's... I'm glad my call sign stayed.
Definitely a bucket list moment for me.
I believe I shouldn't have to make any other calls. Alright, so we're first flying to... I can't even try to pronounce that, folks.
I'm blown away.
No way.
Stunning. For real. Really.
You know, it doesn't take much when you're having iPad and on steadily that it... But, I mean, been on little more than an hour and it's lost 25%. Alright. My aircraft.
It's like you don't have any sense of scale from up here. I've always wanted to fly over the Pacific. Now I can check it off the list.
I want this to have a good satisfied flight sim tour, but I'm more concerned actually about getting that smoothness in landing, and also making sure we get a score that we need. The rating. I think I need above a C or above.
It's rolling out the red carpet for me.
Alright. Now we're going to a golf club. Oh, yeah, I got real quiet there, guys, sorry. And, it's a nice cloud. It's a nice, lovely rain cloud. Oh, sorry guys. You know how it is. I fly, I yawn. Alright, well, I don't know if we'll have the same problem when I try to do another ferry flight. Granted, we won't find that same flight. But hopefully we don't. I don't want another crash. Another game crash. Welcome to the chat room.
I don't feel afraid of this. What a nice surprise.
When we get to, if we ever get back up to, or if I've never gotten up there, but if I ever get to real long missions, I don't know if we're gonna skip part of it or not, like with airline transports. I would usually skip once we got to the cruise. And those few missions I did while I was under beta, and just so I got more flights done. I don't know. Maybe I'll do those, or I'll consider those long hauls and just let the game do itself. And just sit back, and let it fly. There are some airline missions that were 8 hours long, so I don't know if I could do it all day. If I did that, it'd just be the one flight, obviously. And with Xbox, you can't just walk away and do something and then come back to it. It ends up, the game gets paused after an hour, no matter how many times I've turned the idle modes off, it still goes idle. So I know we need to get down, and then I also have to pull up. That's the only way I knew to do this. I know we're going too fast. we go. Now we add the throttle back in.
All this. It's incredible.
I know, guys, I'm being really quiet. I don't know what to talk about. And I am really trying to just do these flights. Most of you are just watching this on a
What
VOD,
a flight scene.
so
Get ready. Here comes some crazy photos.
no one's in chat right now for me to have to entertain, so or actually deal with. I hope I don't have to deal with something again today. Alright. Now to our third spot. And we're just gonna do a quick wrap around here. That's the building we just circled. Okay, now we're going to fly to the military museum. Tabor. That's how I'm going to say that.
Take off the
Let's
picture.
see here.
I can't wait to experience the new city.
Does the key work here? Alright, folks, I gotta take care of the dogs. Luckily, I have active pause. I'm gonna mute the mic. You just get to listen to the environment noises. Shouldn't be but a minute. Alright. Now. Now to find the key again. There it is. There we go. My aircraft.
And finally, the Military Museum Tabor.
Tabor. I said that correctly without ever hearing it. Cool. Alright, I think we can throttle back in. So I seem to almost have to keep my thumb pointing with so the nose is up. Now, these squares used to be a purpler color, like a lavender color, and it made it a lot easier to see. But they've washed everything out. But at least when I'm attempting to land, if I'm coming in too fast or too slow, oh, you will know it. I think. I can't remember if that happened here, if that was in free flight, or if it was when I had the beta still. There we go. I was not sure if we were going to make it between those brackets without scaring the passenger. But I seem to have done okay there. Had a little throttle before I end up stalling again. I'm getting the stall warning. So I don't know if we're unfogging the map during this flight, but it will definitely get us the points, the credits to get our tail drag cert. But I am still gonna at least get 4 missions done. Now, the more specializations I get, then I won't be attempting to do a specialization flight in each stream, like 1 mission in each stream. And I don't need the helicopter, the rotorcraft. I could skip that and just do 3 flights here and my certifications, but I also, want to build up those credits. And a good way to do that is to do that rotorcraft mission, because I'll either be able to unlock a certification, or I'll have some money in the bank leading into the next one.
I'd have a hard time finding the aircraft and talking it around at the same time, that's for sure.
Once we hit this pattern entry, I will announce position, and then I believe I'm probably gonna make up my aircraft again to handle our approach. God, sorry guys. I've only got the headset on one ear, so I gotta be able to hear if the bugs want to come back in, or like I said, I was listening to someone else, so. And you don't have to follow the pattern. I don't think I followed the pattern on our last flight exactly all the way in. But I also, okay, is that our final? The final right there? This. Okay, no, we're landing on a runway. I forgot. Alright, my aircraft. And let's cut the throttle. I'm not doing the whole teardrop around. We're just gonna make this left bank. And flaps 1. Go flaps 2. Uh-oh. Was that a flap over speed? I believe that probably was. Alright, we need more flaps, because I'm still coming in too fast. But I also need us to be dropping out of the... Not dropping out of the sky, but... Oh! That was definitely not a smooth landing.
It sounds like you did a puzzle.
Yep. We did a lot of screw up there. Yep. That was terrible. I handled that terribly, and I don't think it changed because I think I was way over speed. I was way over speed on that descent. And I did not see the boxes changing color for me. So, maybe that's only in free flight? That'd be funny that it'd be a feature they put in free flight, but they didn't incorporate it into the career mode. Alright, and because we were coming uphill, I had to give it some juice. Don't roll backwards, don't roll backwards. Come on. Come on. Whew. Yeah. I don't know. That was not a smooth landing. I know that much. Especially because we bounced. Like I said, I think we were coming in too hot. And maybe it's because I didn't do the teardrop. I thought brakes were set. There we go. Likewise. What's going on now? Alright, we should have still got a B. but I missed quite a bit here at the end. Yeah, the radio call, flaps extended, runway excursion on landing, but we still got the B. So. And I believe, I'm not sure if we got... Wow, that time that increased. Okay. Alright. Do we have the credits? Now. I would say barely, but okay. We will get this done. Hopefully. I mean, you saw how many times I had to redo the turbine engine for the helicopter. But I got the high performance engine in one go. And I should have did this one last time. And then we would have been doing the high performance this time or something. Who knows? I'm not gonna bother spending the 7,500 credits on a night rating until we've gotten the instrument rating, because you need instrument rating in order to do any time of day flights, lifetime flights, and live weather. So no sense in spending credits on the night rating till you have the instrument rating, and I hate doing instrument rating. I think, although that's the only time I've ever turned on the approach and actually used it. Was that all? No, there's something else, isn't there? Yeah. Pitot cover. It's stuck under the wing. Where's the doors on this side? Okay. Okay. Give me the map. I want to see the map. Really? Fine, give me. Thank you. Okay. What are we in? Looks like the Cup Crafter. Good, good. I think I can start this one. We want battery on, alternator on, left magneto on, right magneto on, fuel pump on. We want avionics on, strobe light, nav, and I don't know when you use the pulse light. I guess we can put it on for taxi. Okay. Mixture, 100%. Prop is at 100. Fuel selector on the right tank. I want this lighting up for these. There we go, and that's the mixture. Okay. Alright. Where is the magnetos? There it is. There's the magneto, the starter. Okay. No, they don't. And we don't have the fat tire one. Yeah. Something I'm not the best at. Alright. Do not. I mean, well, you should, but be very careful hitting brakes and rudder at the same time. It was quite a bit of gas for a circuit flight, don't they? A lot more than they do for some of our actual missions. Alright. So, technically, I believe you're supposed to hold short and ask for permission to cross runway 3. But it was not a procedure they make us do on here. But a lot of missions in the Sims don't actually make you do that. But it is a procedure you probably should do, and if you wanna make this look like IRL. Alright. Okay. Now we want landing light on, pulse light off, taxi, and I don't know. Oh, shit. I think we only need flaps 10. Okay. And I usually go full throttle here, and we probably don't even need that with a tail dragger. Because these are supposed to be stalls. Problem is what he was saying about it tends to go to the left, so it's hard to keep it center line. Okay. We're up. I think that was the smoothest takeoff I've had yet. We can already thin the throttle out. Flaps up. landing is usually my problem here. I flew this exact plane this morning, not the delivery, but I flew this morning in the group flight. But I had stuff disabled, so I don't know how good I actually landed. Okay, I'm gonna try and take what I've heard about how to land these. Right now, I am trying. Oh. Dang it. I was short of the runway. If we hadn't tipped, I might have been able to at least taxi. Let's hope we can improve that. Okay. How many steps can I skip here? At least it didn't load us back in weird. Sometimes it loads you in weird. Okay. Come here, get down here. So we got a different instructor on this one. guess the reason why we don't ask for clearance to cross is because that's the very end of runway 3. Alright, take 2. How many times are we gonna do this one? So I was short by I have no idea how much. Alright. Flaps 10. And I don't think the AI can do a takeoff. So this is why we always handle it. Man, those are always hairy looking. You know, well, we got dinged already. Probably flap over speed. Well, we didn't quite adhere to stuff here. I think I might have been pulling back speed too much there, and that's what that problem was. But right now we're almost yellows. Yeah, I'm at flaps 20. Well, we didn't crash. Sure as hell was not smooth. Alrighty. That was terrible. I am turning off right here. But this is also a runway. So we've already been dinged enough. We're gonna do kind of an illegal taxi. Yes, I know, taxi speeding. Alright, folks. Gosh. That. Yeah. This is why I don't normally do the. This is usually the cert I have the most trouble with on planes for some reason. Look at that, a C. Almost got a B. Respect taxi path. Yeah, I was not dealing with that shit, but because I used the AI feature, we did the path part and altitude correctly. And I handled the plane pretty good. But yeah, 2 taxi speedings, landing smooth, 1 negative on that, and flaps extended max speed. Oh. Well, that just unlocked different planes to use for flight seeing or ferrying. And that gives us the de Havilland, DHC2, the Cub Crafters X Cub, the Zeeland Aviation, the Norden, the Shock Ultra, the Robin Cap 10, and the Cap 4. Okay. And we've only done 2 missions. So, what do we go back to do? What was I gonna... Oh. Ferry flight. Did we get any bigger here? It doesn't look like it. Okay. Specialization. Ferry flights. And... oh, that's first flights. I didn't want first flights. We want ferry flights. Okay. What do we have? 30... 3860... 3970. 3970. 4,000. 45. There's the 5410. Okay. Oh. Alright. And this time we're using a different aircraft. And we are most definitely... where is that? Belgium? Belgium? I'm guessing, obviously. Or is it still Germany? But that's where this flight's going. Oh, and where? 105 nautical miles. Ferry flight. And the de Havilland. What happened last time? Oh, right. Game crash. Let's hope that doesn't happen again, folks. Join me for our second attempt at a ferry flight. As we've just crossed our 2-hour mark for today. And I haven't had to ban anybody yet. Actually, no one said anything. So maybe I've gotten rid of the bots and then other people don't show up. I don't know where he's raiding. It's not to me. Yeah, it's not to me. So no one else is on that I care to watch. Let me unplug that. My phone. Plug this iPad in. That's probably near 50%. It's exactly at 50%, but so I'm not gonna plug it in just yet. Okay. Look at this big thing. Alright. What do we have? Chalks and beetle cover. Alright, so chalks and beetle cover. Okay, so we gotta get in from the other side. I think I might skip a portion of this one. What? Why can't I get in the plane? Why? Okay, fine. I'm pretty okay at flying this one. It's landing this one. Okay. First of all, yoke, you need to get out of the way. That's set to middle. You want booster pump on. Start engine on. And we want nav lights, beacon lights, strobes. Okay. We need battery, alternator, avionics master. There's no taxi light, so we turn the landing lights on. And wobble pump, I don't know what that is. Where's the ignition? That's floodlight. Where's the magneto? Well, this is where we do the quick start, because I don't know what. I don't know. That's fuel selector. Where's the... magnetos. Right, left, both. Start. Magnetos to both. Oh, engine starter. Oh, okay, you wanna be a bitch. I don't know what I did wrong, but okay. Okay. Man, Mom said she was just going to help clean the church, and she's been gone since noon. And it is now someone's dinner time, and he can just stay outside and bark instead of coming in here. Alright. taxi instructions. Okay. I'm skipping this taxi because there looked like there was obstacles in the way. So let's just avoid them. Ooh. Oh, alright. Now I can put the headset on. Ow. Without pulling my hair, hopefully. Alright. Now I can properly hear myself. Right. Let's enter runway 25. Hopefully. Well, I don't care. If we're not taking off from here, we're taking off from this way anyway. Right. Not make it my aircraft. Okay. Because there's quite a distance here. Alright, and we are off. I didn't look at how long this trip was going to take. But we're going 106 something miles. Looks like some nasty weather out there. But that doesn't affect us. We wouldn't be flying if there was nasty weather. And I'm just letting the AI take over. Usually they overstress something and cause damage to an aircraft. Honestly, I wish they would do an auto land. They might do less damage than me. And I do know how to use these features over here. Altitude. Where is this the altitude? No, that's malfunction. I say I know what I'm doing here. flight plan. Enter. Enter. Okay. I forget how to do the. Oh my god! I said I knew what I was doing here. Direct to. Ah, here we are. That's vertical. BFR. I didn't know. Switch that to altitude. That's vertical speed. That's standby. Transponder to on. Altitude. No, clear that. Altitude, we want 2. No, clear that. 0, 0, 0. On. Ident. Alt. 7. 0. 7, 7. Ugh. See what happens when I go and screw with stuff. Ident. Autopilot on. Nav mode on. Altitude. Well, I said I knew what I was doing here. Alright, folks. I thought I knew what I was doing. Clearly, I forgot. And, well, I don't know how to reset the transponder. So... Okay, well... I'm not gonna keep messing with stuff. I'll end up crashing. But I think we're okay. Didn't cancel flight following, so... And yeah, this was 100-something mile flight at only just under 80. Whatever, a rotorcraft mission might take a long time. Oh, yes, I know it is. Alright. So it's 7, 0, 7, 7. Is there an enter key? Function? It says set transponder to altitude. I don't want it on alt, I want it back to ident there. Now transponder is on, right? Ident. Zero, what? 7, 0. Again, 7, 0, 7, 7. Ident. I put it in. Do we need cabin heat? Is there any anti-ice? See, I don't know whether we need anti-ice on. Panel lighting can be on. Beacon. Cabin lighting. Pilot. Flood lighting. Heat. Starter. I don't think there's any anti-ice function. No. Other than the cabin heat. And it looks like we're coming up to 2,000. Alright. Let me go take care of letting these dogs in. I think the AI has this. I believe I put us back on squawk. I'm not messing with putting it on autopilot and auto nav and all that crap right now. So, alright. Let me see what's going on here. It's that time of the stream, folks. Alright. Took care of that problem. It's not a stream without someone being a bot. For me, so. Alright. Okay, I said I was gonna take care of dogs, but I saw that. I had to take care of that first. Well, I didn't have to, but if I didn't, I would have forgot it. Alright, I leave you in the capable hands of an AI pilot. And, hopefully we get there on time. But, let me go let them in at least. Alright. See, folks, that doesn't usually take me that long. But do I want to sit here for this whole trip, folks? I don't know how long it will take us if we sit here. How fast are we moving? 79 knots an hour. And we have 80. No, we're not sitting here that long. We're gonna skip. I am not. I mean, I could just sit here, and we could go through it, but I would rather do this. Alright, and we're... That takes credits away again, but it's not like I'm in a hurry. I would have been a lot further than this if I hadn't restarted so many times. But I restarted with that last update and started doing this series on stream, so... Yeah, that's snow. Which probably is not on the ground anymore right now. But I think some of these missions in the early game are preset. Alright. Let's cut the engine as we turn. Ooh, ooh. I think with this de Havilland, we don't necessarily need flaps. But... I do need... I came the wrong way. I could have landed the wrong way. That flaps 10? Or is that flap 7? Whatever that is. I hit flap... I did first flaps. And we have 19% fuel left. Alright. I need to drop an altitude. Hopefully we don't gain too much speed. I think I have got us where I need us. Release flap 1 again. Oh, no, I hit flaps too. Oh! Ooh. Okay. Um. The hold short is way back there. And if I turn around right now, we'll get dinged. I'm just gonna follow these arrows. But we also didn't land on the runway, did we? I landed in the taxiway. So, we're getting dinged for the hold short at the... there. Maybe. Shadow smells awful. The older dogs. They got this weird smell to them, and it's not the doggy fart. Something else. You just don't... ugh. Well, I'm gonna keep taxiing until we get dinged for the, not being at the hold short. But, cause I'm following these taxi arrows. Oh my god, where are you taking me? Whoa. Please be a vehicle we can go through. I don't know about this building edge, though. Um. Uh. I'm guessing this fence isn't solid. Oh, thank God. This is what you call a stupid taxi. On my part. I didn't land on the runway. I landed on the taxiway. And I thought I was gonna get dinged more points if I turned around. Where it was, but I followed the arrows up until they stopped showing up. Okay, so I'm guessing this is snow we're in. And I don't... Ooh, there's some rocks. And now we don't really have the big tires, but... Hopefully I can enter this in a way we don't lose out on the stop at hold short, which has not disappeared yet on me. Again, we did not land on the runway. We were completely on the taxiway. Alright. That was a fun taxi, wasn't it, folks? Now, how far do we gotta go to hit the parking spot? Well, at least we didn't get dinged for that. But where is parking? Over there. Should we do it? Might as well, right? Although I don't have my path. So I'm not quite sure where this parking spot is. Oh, I think Mom is finally home, because Elsie is carrying on. Oh, we got one more flight after this disastrous one. Would it have been a disaster if we waited out the flight time? Maybe. But yeah, I completely... Now, see, there are some runways that are this narrow within the game, so I thought this was the runway. You can hear the music in the background. I know we've probably missed a radio call, and of course I know we got dinged for undesignated landing area and probably speeding on the taxiway. And we pretty much already followed this taxi once before, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. think that the Havilon is the only thing that ever taxis below 20 knots at engines idle. Alright, folks. Yeah, it's all the way back there in that. I don't know how we taxied last time. But let's not hit anything that looks like it's a solid object. Ah, here's the taxiway. So I wonder if these are all incomplete, or if it's something there's a an add-on for, or what? Because you can't tell me it looks like this when it's not snow on the ground. Okay, we know that truck's not solid. But that looks like it might have been. Or we could have one of those instances like I had last night in Hawaii when we landed and were taxiing. We taxied into an invisible wall. I think we are good. Oh, yeah. Interesting houses. How much damage did we do to the aircraft? Oh man. Douche. Maybe, like I said, maybe I could have let that fly the rest of the flight, but we definitely did not get a landing smoothness. 97% on condition of the aircraft, not bad. Undesignated landing area, runway excursion on landing, that makes sense, but look at that. Look at that, folks, still got a B. Oh, now he's gonna carry on because mom's home. Probably yelling at her to feed him. So we got 780 credits out of that 54 something. Oh man. Or 5,000. I've never 100%ed a mission to know if I got full payout. Or what your payout is. We have only see, we've only got 900 credits. Alright. But that definitely unlocked more flights. And unlocked another part of this map. Okay, so this is where we're at. I'm curious, are there any missions out of here? There is. With old Skyhawk, and it's a first flight, but we're not doing that. Alright. Where am I off to now? Right. The northeast. And specialization. This time I want rotorcraft passenger transports. And there are going to be a lot less of these popping up. So, let's see what... We've got 8... Okay, so we got 13 13 to 10. 13. To 10. Okay. And that is not really gonna unlock much. What are we taking? We're going from... We're doing a flight number to Upper Hanover. It says Upper Hanover. Well, we are going... I don't know if we're still in Jersey there. Allentown, Philadelphia. We're either in Philly or Jersey is where we're going to. But we're leaving Kilo, Foxtrot, Oscar Kilo, and heading to 7 November Bravo. Or is that 7? Yeah, that's 7 November Bravo. And we are, it's a 1 hour 30 minute flight with the Airbus H125. We might skip part of this one too. And this is just for some credits. Hopefully it's not like under 1,000 credits. But I don't remember if there's anything else, what the next cert availability would be. Well, there we go, we're in the hangar, not bouncing around. And we want... Well, we're just going for credits in this flight. I don't need to work towards unlocking any other specializations, although they'll probably unlock. And you guys probably need to get used to hearing that as much as I do. If you guys can, if it's even picking him up. I think it picked him up in a previous video. Which means this microphone's more sensitive than I would like it to be. Got that, we got that. Let's get the blade cover. Engine cover. And we're Skies and Stripes livery, okay. Is that supposed to be Stars and Stripes? Anyway, it says Skies and Stripes. Why does stuff not look like it loaded in correctly? It did, okay, it just didn't look like it. We want taxi light on. Oh, I want position. Taxi light position to 100. Alright, so we got taxi light on. Battery on. Generator on. Anti-collision light on. I don't think we need on. Avionics master on. Is that all we need? We need to move this down. Our flight plan is already in. We have fuel. Let's get boarding. I don't know. I don't know what starts the prop. Not the prop. I don't know what starts the rotor blade. Let's see here. Don't know what these are. Fuel shutoff is open. Rudder brake is... Okay, I don't know. We're just gonna disengage because I forgot what the button combo was for that. Alright. We want... Are they spinning? Oh, they're spinning. Okay. We want that set to day. Let's get these turned up brighter, even though it is daytime. Okay. I'm probably gonna skip us to takeoff. I think we're on Republic. I think this is what is. Yeah, I think this was Republic. Yeah, so they want us to taxi 1.25 nautical mile, or 1.25 nautical miles. We're not taxiing. Alright, so we have 2 passengers. How come... Okay, you guys do have belts on. Wait. I don't know why we don't have co-pilots. Except for in, certain flights in career mode. Alright, so... We're skipping to takeoff. I might be able to handle that in a fixed-wing aircraft, and a helicopter, forget it. Alright, I have my headset on now, the way it should be on. And good, we only have to taxi to the runway. Fun part will be, of course, landing. Alright, so we're gonna acknowledge. And I want landing light on. Taxi light. Taxi light off. Alright. For the passengers, let's get light. This likes to rotate to the right because of the tail blade. Alright. Collective, move forward. Oh. Well, that's not the takeoff I really wanted, but okay. Whoa, I don't know what that was dinged for. But okay.
Actually, I've got a lot to handle over the phone, so I won't be very chatty with you.
Butter Valley Gulfport is where we're going. 136 miles. Okay, like I said, I think we were leaving Republic Airport on Long Island.
Yes, it's Jennifer. I'm on my way. Just calling to confirm I'll be there in just over 58 minutes. The
Ooh,
ride on the chopper won't take long, so don't start without me.
that should smooth out. I think we're hitting part of our own turbulent. And I believe we are VFR for this whole flight. Where are you going? Well, I know where we're going. I didn't know what they were doing. We'll put it that way. Okay, let's get our flight following.
Hey, love. Just calling to say hello. Oh, sorry. I thought. Okay, call you back at the airport. Love you.
They were on Kennedy Control. And I just saved my ass there. If I hadn't taken control, we would have ended up in the trees. I'm having trouble. Did I get us back on the right path?
Hi there.
No.
How are you? Yeah, I'm on my way. Out for lunch tomorrow? Yes. Yes. Great. Awesome. Adding it to my calendar too. Can't wait. What the heck is going on? Never been sleeping this much.
I don't know what's going on. Too much overtory, that's for sure. Now, why? there an auto nav function on this thing? As far as I know, there isn't. But let's look. That's squawk codes.
Hi, madam. Jennifer on the phone.
That's comms.
Yes, I'm available now for a short debrief. Hey. Anne. Hello? Can you? Oh, great. Lost the signal.
Well,
What the heck is going on? Never been shaken this much. This is intense.
mm-hmm. We're not sitting back and enjoying this flight. For some reason, the AI control does not want to work. And there is no autopilot in this helicopter. I can't even set it at a regular altitude and fly, so...
What the heck is going on? Never been shaken this much.
And the more I keep fooling around, the lower the score is gonna get. Okay, acknowledge,
Hi,
handoff.
calling you back. I'm on my way to Upper Hanover. Yes, exactly. Do you know who will attend the meeting on this side? Okay, he'll be there. He'll be there too. Fine. Can you send me
I don't...
all of this then?
Where are you circling to?
Send me a text when they landed in Upper Hanover too. Here.
We're going completely the opposite direction.
What the heck is going on?
I'm just trying to save this mission right now. From not being a D. Oh man. It keeps doing left-hand turns. That might be because of the tail rotor, but... I gotta give this one a chance on us coming around like this. I don't know what's going on to try to delete part of that flight plan. Other than we're completely going the wrong direction. I've cut these last 2 missions short, but we're not getting good points on this one either. Because I'm probably gonna end up crashing. I'm trying. I got my fingers where I need them to be. Just because I've got control right now, there is no way I could have hand flown the whole thing. And I was hoping the AI would have done okay today. But it wasn't flying the path. At least it didn't look like it was. This isn't easy on a controller, and I don't know how much easier it is with a joystick or an actual collector. Because it's hard to get the finite thing, no matter how I've tweaked the sensitivity for helicopters. I'm barely pushing forward, and we're at 40-something knots, so. I see where we got to land, and now I have to try to turn us. But I just keep gaining speed, don't I? Okay, I see the runway. Okay, easy. that was gonna happen. Is AI gonna work? Let's hope this works. Nope. Whoa. That was a recovery. That was a recovery. Dang it. Wow, this is so much difficult. More difficult than it was the other day. What is up? Assistances. They are on. But unless they actually are not on right now. There's something going on with the controllers. These is a lot harder than I remember it being. Like, they've switched rotorcraft back to 2020. Well, we're ending the flight here. Oh man. It'd be like if we got C on that. Oh man. Maybe I shouldn't do any more rotorcraft missions. Man, there was something going on with the... I think it's because the, Cambi G2 is more stable to fly. Man, that was terrible. I'm glad it let me stop that right there and not having to figure out. Ugh. That's one unsatisfied customer. Man, look at that. Yeah, we're lucky I didn't completely fail. Passenger satisfaction. Oh, she was somewhat satisfied. 20%. Engine over torque. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. You know, let's just get whatever credits we're gonna get. We barely have, I think, 3,000 credits. Really? I was expecting a big chunk to come off of that. Alright. What do we have for credits? 3,000. Yeah, we can't unlock anything. And after 3 hours and 20 some minutes, I think we should call it there for part 4. Well, we'll call it there, but let me see. We don't want specialization. Okay, but I need 4 more to get the cargo. Maybe we should just stick to planes. Okay, we got 7, 5, 10. That's 15. That's 20. So we are gonna save up credits and get the IFR, and then we'll go back and get night rating. Like I said, no sense in getting night rating. Well, you can do night VFR, but I don't know if the game gives us night missions unless we have real world traffic, weather on, so we can change the time of day. That will be all for me tonight, folks. I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. Maybe we'll stick with and do 3 aircraft missions. But we did get like 2,000 something credits for that disastrous helicopter flight. Anyway, thank you everybody that watches this later on. The VOD will be exported over to YouTube, Matty L. Lynn at YouTube. YouTube people, you want to ever see me live or you want to follow me on Twitch, Matty L. Lynn over on Twitch. And I know I gotta figure out a way to put links in, make things easier for everybody, but I don't know how to do a lot of this stuff, and I don't have someone to help me set it up that knows what they're doing. So, until next time, folks, happy flying.